you want to forgive, for you. Because like I was saying, if you just get like, you start thinking of why, like, why did it happen, or why did it happen to me? But learn from it. Learn from that experience and always look at the bright side. Like I said, like if they weren't loving you, then love yourself. If because you you don't want to be thinking about all that stuff. Then thinking, oh, but just if they didn't do this, you know, or you just start playing all these scenarios in your head, like what could have been, or like just five different scenarios of what could have happened, if they didn't do this or that, or like if it was a friend, if this didn't happen, if they didn't do this, you guys still could have been friends, but it just wasn't meant to be, you know and you just want to let go of that. You don't you don't want to have all those scenarios and just be stuck all up on it, because I kind of, there wasn't some situations where I did go through that. I was just like, like, I'm telling you, I was like a very mad person before, kind of angry, and sometimes it gets to the point where you want like revenge or something, I mean, I've never gotten to like that point, but there is some people that are like that. I've seen it, and they just like want to get back to that person, if like there's some people, like somebody cheated on them, so then they're going to go out there and cheat on them as well, and it's like, no, like you don't want to do that, you know? Like I mean, cheating is a pretty big deal, but forgive them, and then you just learn from that experience. Love yourself. And I mean, I'm all about just like if don't like just keep repeating that, like forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. Learn from that experience. Acknowledge all that happened, sit down with yourself and be like, okay, this happened, how can I prevent it again? That's when you should start building boundaries. What are your standards? You know what I'm saying? And loving yourself. And I mean, maybe it's the environment you're in, the people you're kicking it with. Who are you surrounding yourself with? That has a huge part, because you don't want to be going through similar situations again, and again and again, you know? So just learn from them, learn from those experiences. And um like I was saying, just freeing. You don't want no attachments, you know and well, like I was saying, then like building resentment. Yeah, resentment, and just you know anger. Like then you start getting angry, and angry towards that person. And I'm not saying don't feel angry. Like we all experience some type of angriness. We might get mad for something, and feel it, feel it, but don't act on it. you know like that's when like people then like want revenge because they're acting on it immediately. No, don't act on it. Feel it, and then just forgive them and let it go. Let them go for you, because you don't want to be stuck on that person or situation or anything. you know Forgiving them is then just letting it go. Just letting it go. Shit, you might start thinking about, some type of revenge, or like something, or like, like whatever, like fuck this person or whatever. But whatever it is, dude, whatever it is, just let it go. Like, just let it go. And it's going to be like such a huge relief. And it's just going to bring you peace, because you don't want you don't want to be angry. You don't want to be mad. You don't want to be negative. You want to remain positive and always think that something better something better is always going to come. You know what I'm saying? Because playing all those scenarios in your head, you know, thinking of what could have been, this could have been, you know, whatever, that's just hurting you. That's hurting yourself even more. You know, anger is just gonna start building up and building up, you know? And you don't want to hurt yourself. You want to love yourself and do it for you, you know? That's loving yourself. That's like the first step because you're just letting it go and choosing you, choosing your happiness and choosing your peace. Because that really is hurting yourself. Just staying stuck onto that, you know? And don't, like I said, always do it for you. Don't think like, oh, you're doing it for them.